I need to go back to May 1st, Chicago. Enzo, you started to trend on Twitter for a very scary situation. Your head, neck kind of caught on the bottom rope. You suffered a concussion. What do you remember about that night?
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. What happened?
The bottom rope. You hit your
no,
head.
I know what you're talking about. Actually, I hit my head on the mat. That's what caused the concussion. What I like to call a hard sneeze. But you know what we do? You don't see me wearing slippers. I wear Jordans when I'm in a ring. All right. This isn't ballet. Things happen. You know, the squared circle's no pretty place to be, and there's nothing sweet about it. You know, at the end of the day, I'm blessed to be here and make a comeback and be in this ring, and I'm all the way up. You know what I'm saying? And me and Big Cass are, back on WWE Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown, and we're looking at the tag team division, and we're licking our chops. So at the end of the day, I'm still not soft. I'm as
definitely not. That's right.
No, I'm hard body.
Big Cass, I got to ask you, from your perspective, when you saw that, what was that like for you?
It was very scary because, he hit the floor, and I thought everything was okay, and then he wasn't responding. And, I knew it was serious, and then when they brought out the oxygen mask and the gurney and they were bringing him out, then I knew it was taken to a whole new level. It was way more serious than I expected. It was very scary for me. Got very emotional because there's a lot of uncertainty there. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what kind of damage has been done, and you don't know what the end result's going to be. So in that moment, there's a great deal of panic, and there's a great deal of stress. So it's not something I will ever want to relive, that's for sure.
Well, this happens in sports. We see it all the time. Guys get gurneyed out, guys get dinged in the head, concussions, and we see people come back from it all the time. Luckily, WWE's got some of the best doctors in the world working with us, and we went through the protocols and everything of that nature, and luckily for me, there was no permanent damage, and I'm still a certified G.
People always ask what that protocol is, no matter what the sport is, as you just said. What did you have to go through in order to be cleared to return to the ring?
Well, there's intense testing. Basically, it starts off as simple as walking on a treadmill. You know what I mean? Does that bother you? And you progress slowly but surely, and you take something called an impact test, which is a computerized test that you've taken in the past when you were absolutely fine. So they have a parameter that's set based on the fact that you've already taken this test. Here's your baseline. Is he below his baseline? Is he higher than his baseline? You have to pass this computer test before you can do any physical exertion. Once, a few weeks rolled around and I was able to physically exert myself, I eventually got in the ring, and we started off very slow and gradual, and luckily I'm here before you, ready to rock and roll.